Hello and welcome to day 3 of the gripping Lord's Test match where history is being written under grey sky and red caps. Jasprit Bumrah's a fiery 5-4 lit up day 2 while KL Rahul stood tall with a gritty unbeaten 50, keeping India's hopes alive along with talismanic Rishabh Pant. But with England still ahead and the pitch showing signs of bite, the real battle begins now. Will India's middle order rise to the occasion, or will England's pacer tighten their grip in this match? It's a turning point of this test match and it's all coming your way right here on DD India. So let's get started in the Lord's face-off. First, the recap of the day 2. India ended day 2 of the third test match against England with 145 runs on the board for the loss of 3 wickets. And India trailed England by 242 runs. Joe Root slammed his century after resuming on 99 on day 2. Jasprit Bumrah picked his 15th 5-wicket haul, but England still posted a big total of 387 in their first innings. In batting, India lost Yashasvi Jaiswal early, but KL Rahul's 50 and Karun Nayar's gritty 40 kept India afloat. In a massive relief for Team India, Rishabh Pant, who was injured on the opening day, came out to bat at his usual number 5 spot. On Friday, Rishabh Pant and half-centurion KL Rahul will resume the batting for India on day 3. And it was an exciting contest between bat and ball on day 2. We saw India scoring 145 for 3 in 43 overs, and right now India trailed by 242 runs heading into the day 3. And we also saw a fantastic half-century by KL Rahul scoring 53 runs. It was a wonderful achievement for the KL Rahul, consistently performing for India in this series, also scored a century. And talking about Jasprit Bumrah, the man of the moment, what a spell he bowled yesterday. We can say that it was his 15th 5-wicket haul and 13th in the overseas conditions. And Joe Root, another, we can say that he was a savior for the England team, scoring his 37 test run on day 2. And Joe Root cracks into the top 5 list for the most test runs for all time. And Joe Root sets a world record for the most catches in test. He took his 211th catch on day 2. And the pitch showed variable bounce, making stroke play tricky. And again, we saw that it was difficult to make it out for the bowlers in this pitch. The pitch was looking, we can say that, dry, and there was nothing for the bowlers, and it remains to be seen how the bowler bowls on the day 3. Right now India trailed by 242. KL Rahul is unbeaten on 53, and we are hoping that he will continue the momentum that he got yesterday. And Jasprit Bumrah, what a fantastic spell we saw yesterday. And now to take the discussion forward on the gripping day 3 of the Lord's Test, we are joined by our distinguished panel. With us is Amit Groverji, the Joint Secretary of the Delhi and District Cricket Association, someone deeply involved with the game, and also our correspondent Siddharth joining us, who has been closely following the India versus England series and brings us the latest from both the camps. So a very warm welcome, both of you gentlemen. The Lord's face-off, great to have you both on the show. First, coming to Amitji. Yesterday we saw a fantastic contest between bat and ball, and today they will define where the match will go and where match will move. So the way KL Rahul is batting and Pant is also there on the crease. So do you think this partnership can save the India's day today?
Well, KL Rahul has been batting in a very, very solid fashion. You know, yesterday we saw the last session he played fantastically well. Rishabh Pant has been in top form already. So these two definitely hold the key for us. You know, if they pass for about 10-15 overs initially, the morning session, I think after that it will be a breeze for them. and they hold the key for India. Absolutely, absolutely. If their partnership grows, India will do fantastically well, and we are all hoping that he does well.
Definitely, this partnership will be the key for India because we know that India is already 3 wickets down, and we know that what kind of inning Rishabh Pant in the past has played for India, and KL Rahul, he has the capability to take the innings forward. Siddharth, a very warm welcome. The way we see the test series so far, the first test match, India lost the match from an unlosable position, and in the second test match they bounced back. So Siddharth, how you look this rivalry, how the rivalry is growing day by day? We saw that we talk about the Ashes, we talk about the India-Pakistan, but this England versus India rivalry, do you think next big thing in cricket?
Narayan, if you ask for my analysis, then I would just definitely say that India versus England is the new Ashes, in my opinion. And from the way they lost the first Test match, and when they bounced back, and this time the situation which is there in front of us, I can say that the match hangs in balance. There are 50-50 chances, but when you talk about the Indian cricket team, this particular test team full of youngsters, it seems like a fresh wave, a fresh breeze has entered the dressing room of the Indian test team. And right now, as per the situation, like I said, the match hangs in balance. It's a 50-50 situation. Like the honorable guest has also mentioned, that everything depends on the partnership between KL Rahul and Rishabh Pant. Rishabh Pant has been in fabulous form, and KL Rahul was not in hurry yesterday. We saw he was slowly and steadily playing the shots and completed his half century as well. So the key for India to win this Test match is slow and steady wins the race. That actually applies in this Test match because the responsibility on is on these two shoulders, KL Rahul and Rishabh Pant. The more they'll stay on the pitch, the more they'll analyze how the ball is coming onto the bat, and more slowly they'll play. Definitely, right now they're trailing by 242 runs. They have to get over that. They have to put another lead. It's a long process. So for that, you have to be there on the pitch, because after KL Rahul and Rishabh Pant, you don't have batsmen who can play longer innings. Of course, Ravindra Jadeja is there. You have Washington Sundar as well. But then when after that, tailenders will start coming in. So yes, they both have to stay as long as possible. But they might have analyzed the pitch by now, because pitch is also uncertain. You see, on the first day there was no movement for the seamers, and that's why Indian bowler struggles. Although Jasprit Bumrah
Right.
being the best bowler in the world, he has taken 15th fifer and 13th away. So definitely he's having some X factor. But apart from that, the bowlers struggled because of the pitch. But on the second day, the movement was seen clearly on the pitch. And third day, we don't know how the pitch will behave. So it's something we don't know about. Only when the batters will come onto the green and the first ball will be bowled, and after the
Right,
five and couple
Siddharth.
of overs, maybe 5 overs, we'll get to know that how the pitch is behaving. So as of now, the crucial thing is that Rishabh Pant and KL Rahul has to stay, and for a longer time, and they have to play a good cricket. That's what we expect at Lord's Test, and it's Lord's. Everyone is just having their eyes on the TV screens now, and so it's definitely an event in itself.
Right, as you mentioned, that a lot will depend upon the players who are at the crease right now. Amit ji, coming back to you, if we talk about this third test match, we know that in the past 3 years, in the era of the baseball, we saw that England, the way they were chasing, but in this test match, they decided to bat first. And we saw that in the baseball era, on day one, it was there the slowest run rate. And we also saw the Shubman Gill saying, come on, where is the entertaining cricket? And Shiraj is saying, come on, show me the baseball. So do you think that India, the Indian team, has, the way they shown the England, they broke their arrogance of continuously saying that they will play baseball. They are back to the tradition. So this is the big achievement of the Indian cricket, Indian test team for this test match?
Well, absolutely, absolutely. I think that huge victory that we had in the second test really made English batsmen very nervous. They saw that their team collapsed completely in the fourth session in the second test, and that was a huge worry for them. And the way Siraj, Bumrah, Akashdeep, they bowled with such aggression. They ensured that baseball, the way the fearless cricket that English cricketers are known for in the last couple of years, was completely shattered. That was a huge, huge, huge morale booster for us. And the way Shubman Gill's, captaincy, the whole team, the way they ensured that their baseball process was completely done away with some super bowling. And kudos to his captaincy, kudos to the way Bumrah, Siraj, Akashdeep, even Jadeja and Sundar bowled. They made sure that the English team was never completely out of completely out of the way with scoring at 4.5, 5 runs and over. They were able to score at about three odd run rate, which was fantastic. I think the way they performed was excellent, superb.
Rightly, you mentioned that the way the baseball arrogance has been shattered by the Indian team. And talking about the Indian bowling lineup, Siddharth, the way Bumrah, the 5-wicket haul, another 5-wicket haul for him, because it was his 30th fifer in the overseas condition. He was far ahead of the bowlers of the all time. If you take a look his record in the Sena countries, he has more than 150 wickets in the Sena countries. He is far ahead of the bowlers like Joel Garner, Andy Robert, Malcolm Marshall, and Pakistan great bowler Wasim Akram. So do you think the Bumrah is the game changer? So what special thing do you think the Bumrah, what sets him apart from the other bowlers?
See, that's the unconventional bowling style. I would like to say that because this guy is something who's having an X factor, like I just mentioned, and he's one of the best bowlers in the world. I mean, everyone is talking about Jasprit Bumrah. When batters come and Jasprit Bumrah starts his run up, that's a different kind of fear you can see in eyes of the batsman. He is undoubtedly the best bowler in the entire world. And I was just mentioning the unconventional bowling style. You know, when you read
Right, we are not able to listen you, Siddharth. I think the audio link has been disconnected. But as Siddharth is talking about the Jasprit Bumrah, yesterday's spell was fantastic with the new ball taking 3 wickets. With the new ball, and we also saw that Bumrah, what makes Bumrah different from others, especially the way he bowled against the slope. If you take a look, there is a slope on the pitch like this, and he was bowling against the slope. So Bumrah has the capability to do different from others, and also the condition was not conducive for the fast bowlers. Again, we will come to Amitji. Amitji, if you talk about, we are discussing about Bumrah, the way he bowled yesterday, he has a different kind of options, he has a different deliveries, even the conditions are not good for the bowling. We saw that the way he took the wickets against the slope of the pitch. So do you think Bumrah, the once in a generation player, he is an asset to the Indian team?
Well, absolutely. No wonder he's shown that he's the #1 bowler in the world cricket right now. He has a huge repertoire of, the way he has changes, the way he bowls Yorkers, the beautiful outswinger, a fantastic in-swinging balls, getting, these last couple, 2 players bowled. Phenomenal player that India has, even when the odds are completely stacked against you, with a pitch which is very flat, it wasn't helping the seamers at all. Bumrah comes out and brings out a beautiful spellbound spell, and that just completely changed the game. So Bumrah has been, I believe, one of a kind of a player that India has, a huge asset for India. And the only reason, one of the key reasons why India has been so successful is because of Bumrah's bowling. He's already got the highest 5-wicket haul for India at this early stage of his career. And it really bodes well for Indian cricket that Bumrah goes on and performs far better for us.
I mean, talking about the way there is a controversy about the Duke ball. We have seen the ball loses its, we can say that hardness too early. The shape of the ball changes too early. So, do you think that the ICC, the international board should take a stance of it? Repeatedly this is happening. The players are complaining about it. And yesterday we saw that Shubman Gill were again and again arguing with the umpire. They are testing the balls. So do you think it's also time consuming, wasting the time in the crucial test match? So do you think ICC and the cricket body should take a stance on it?
Well, see, Duke ball, and we've already seen that, the Duke ball has been good for the first 15, 20, 20 odd overs. But between 20 odd overs till about 70, 80 overs, the ball becomes very soft. There's not much turn, there's not much swing. It becomes very, very placid. And that's a huge cause for, if you want to have cricket to become, test cricket especially, which people, classic cricket that people come out to watch, it creates a huge dampener for that. So a Duke ball being that soft as compared to the Kookaburra balls, I believe ICC should definitely take a look at it, take a deep, hard look at why this is happening, and there should be changes made for this for sure. Because if there is nothing going on in that crucial time of about 40 odd overs and about 80, so about 40 overs, if the ball becomes so soft, it just changes the way people look at Test cricket, and the whole excitement of good Test cricket, where there's always a fight between the bat and the ball. The batsmen are tested by good seam bowling. Even reverse swing used to happen earlier, but now this ball being so soft, nothing has been done, and it becomes very, very placid. So the ICC, I feel, should definitely take a good hard look at it and come up with some changes.
Definitely, because we know that the way the ball losing its, we can say that hardness and becoming very loose too early, definitely the International Cricket Board should take a stance on it. But talking about the English team, the way we saw Joe Root batted and created another milestone. And if we talk about Jamie Smith, once again, we can say the big headache for the India towards the end. There was a chance for the India to wrap up them below 300. But the way Jamie Smith again and again becoming a headache for India, do you think that should the team India, the captain should make a different strategy for the such players? In the past also we saw that Adam Gilchrist, Sangakkara always means playing a crucial role in scoring the big runs.
Well, yes. Coming to Joe Root, what a class act! What a class act! He's shown that he's #1 Test batsman in the world by just his class. He was very patient. He picked the bad balls, and he made sure that the bad balls were all scored boundaries off. A very, very, very resilient innings that Joe Root played, and he made sure that the foundation of a big score was laid down, and it was just his main effort which got them to this score of about 307. Now coming to Jamie Smith, absolutely, Jamie Smith has been a thorn in India's bowling attack this series, and he's performed fantastically well. He's come out all guns blazing, and he's been able to showcase that he's a great talent. Very early in his Test career, he's been scoring at a prolific rate, and helping England come out of deep troubles. Fantastic innings again from Jamie Smith. But yes, coming to the Indian bowlers, I think when Jamie came out and showed his aggressive intent, the Indian bowlers kind of played to his task. what they should have done was to have a complete strategy to ensure that you're making sure that he is not able to score runs. And once you can walk him down a little bit, I think India would have gone and done better. So I believe they should have a complete strategy for Jamie Smith, especially, and to ensure that he's not able to run these scores so fast, as well as the fact that they should make sure that he has that tendency of scoring at wide deliveries, and we were unable to capture on one catch, which kind of got him there. So we need to make sure that a proper strategy is employed to make sure that he doesn't score too many runs, to bog him down a little bit, and then put him under pressure. Once he's under pressure, I think then India would do far better. So they should have a good strategy to overcome this.
Definitely, as you mentioned, that they should create pressure around him. They should put him under pressure. Then only they can just get him early. So, as the test match is rightly balanced now, India is still trailing by 242 runs, but a batting lineup is there. KL Rahul is there on the crease, Rishabh Pant, then after that Jadeja will be there, Washington Sundar is there, Nitish Reddy is also there. So good batting lineup. So do you think that still India has an upper hand in this match, or England has an edge over India?
I think right now it's pretty much 50-50. And this is a huge day. Third day in Test cricket is usually, once you get over the first hour or so, the pitch, we've seen that the pitch hasn't done too much. It hasn't turned as much. It's kept a little bit low. But other than that, not much different. So it's a good batting track. What we need is Rishabh and Rahul to continue with their partnership. And we do have a decent middle order with Nitish Reddy, Ravindra Jadeja in good form. Even Washington Sundar has performed. So I think we have a very, very good absorbing day of cricket in front of us today, and a very, very crucial day for both teams. If India scores well, we will make sure, if India scores and does well today, I think we will be able to win this test, because on the fourth day and the fifth day, this pitch might turn and stay low, which will help our spinners as well as Bumrah and Siraj. So, a good absorbing day of cricket expected today. And if India can deliver the batsmen, it'll be very good for us.
Definitely, as you mentioned, that day 3 is very important in the test match. It's a floating day, it's a moving day, and day 3 actually decides where the test match will go. And we know that we have the world-class bowler. We saw on day 1, Jack Crowley was crawling and Joe Root was moving like a tortoise. Their first time in the Bazball era, we saw that England's run rate was around 3. So definitely the Indian team has a capability and to make it 2-1 here at the Lords, and we are hoping that today our batsmen will play well and take a lead of around, I think, 70, 80 or 100 and will be enough to have an upper hand. And so that's all in today's show of that is the Lords face-off, and a high-quality cricket lies ahead as India look to rebuild and England aim to tighten their grip. And all eyes will be on KL Rahul and the Indian middle order to deliver under pressure. And a big thank to our guest and the Joint Secretary of the DDCA, Amit Groverji, and our correspondent Siddharth for their valuable insight. We will be back again tomorrow for the preview of the day 4. Until then, keep watching DD India for all the latest updates. Namaskar.